to Barry Bonds. He still says Willie Mays was the best all around.
And they, of course, are godfather, godson, Willie Mays and Barry Bonds. Zambrano on to go to work here in the fourth inning. The American League. Pudge Rodriguez at the plate. Carlos Zambrano's fastball swung and a miss. Rodriguez already has had a triple and a single, an RBI, and a run scored. Pretty good start already. Don't get close to that leg.
Well, see that follow through? I mean, that's just power. I mean, to me, that leg coming through is kind of like what you do with your arm after you release the baseball. You have to give it, somewhere to go to slow down. And that's why they talk about the follow through being so important. You follow through with your arm, and Zambrano also does. This is part of that style we talked about with that back leg.
From the Chicago Cubs, Zambrano can't get to that one. Renteria charging, picked up, rolling. Oh my!
Wow.
That's why he is a Gold Glove third baseman. Took that right out of Renteria's glove, and only he was going to get that out.
You can't believe how far he goes on this play. First of all, we'll take a look at the pitch. Good, hard, sinking fastball. There's the follow through. I mean, look how close the pitcher Zambrano came to getting that ball. Now look where Roland comes from. Look at the stride. Look at how quick he goes down and gets it. Look at the exchange. Look at the velocity on the throw. Look at the location of the throw.
He is a treat to watch. That one's going to be fisted to Pujols in foul territory. And Guerrero's 0 for 3 already in the game. And Zambrano quickly retires the first two he faces here in the fourth inning.
Well, the first two he's faced with two shattered bats. Look at this. Look at where all of a sudden Renteria comes in there. Look at him. He thinks he's the only one that has a chance to make that play. And you know what? With any other third baseman, Renteria would have been right.
Wow. That is a great play. The managers both want to get as many of the players into the lineup as they can. So Joe Torre is going to take one Boston player out, Manny Ramirez, who had a home run and hit into a fielder's choice, and give David Ortiz, another one of these sluggers from Boston, an opportunity to get into the lineup here. Ortiz coming on as a pinch hitter with two down and nobody on. The 28-year-old David Ortiz, his first All-Star appearance.
And I'll bet you anything, Manny Ramirez went to Joe Torre and said, hey, let my good buddy go up there and take one of my at-bats.
And here he is, and Zambrano, and that one just got away from him outside, ball one.
And if Manny Ramirez would have been in the batter's box there, being on the right side, where would that have hit him at?
Couldn't have. He'd have to back up in a hurry in order to have gotten to it. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Ortiz thought about it, stays away. A 2-ball count. Ortiz can swing the bat. I mean, he is a power hitter, and he is one of the most aggressive hitters in all of baseball when it comes to going after it. Fouls that back.
Go ahead and get aggressive.
Yep.
Try to do something with Carlos Zambrano. Take a look at the swing from down underneath. He knows at 2-0 he's going to get a fastball. He's looking fastball, but what happened? He can't do anything with it because of the velocity and late movement from Carlos Zambrano. This guy is legit.
Yeah. Zambrano off speed breaking ball. That's pretty nasty. Didn't go around on it. David Ortiz leads the league, American League in RBIs with 78. He is on the home run list, tied for second. He and Blaylock have 23, 3 behind Manny Ramirez, who is the leader. 3-ball, 1-strike delivery. Fastball, walking.
Ortiz with 31 RBIs in the month of June. And last time I checked, there's only 30 days in that month.
Pretty good per day, don't you think?
That's getting it done.
Ortiz goes down to first base, drawing the walk. That is the first walk surrendered by the pitching staff of the National League, but they have given up the 6 runs and 9 hits. Ortiz at first base. And Alex Rodriguez stands in. He has struck out and grounded out. Rodriguez, 7th opportunity as an all-star, this time, of course, at third base. And that slider misses outside, ball one. 6-1 lead. All the runs scored in the first inning by both of these teams. We've seen Clemens, Kolb, Randy Johnson, and Zambrano on the mound for the National League so far. 1-0 in the inside corner to Rodriguez. 1-1.
That great pitching staff with the Chicago Cubs and Dusty Baker. When you talk to Dusty about it, I mean, he really lights up when he talks about his young right-hander, Carlos Zambrano. He won't say he's the best, but he says he's certainly one of them, and that's quite a compliment with that staff.
That's what the Cubs, of course, were relying on before the season started and still are as far as any hopes of making it to the postseason.
Well, to me, and that's the reason they're where they're at right now. That staff has underachieved. Pryor was hurt to begin the year. Kerry Wood just coming off the DL. Maddox just hit 500. You didn't expect that when the season started.
Rodriguez goes the other way. That's into the corner, and that is just foul. Sammy Sosa thought he was going to have another run on that one. He went after it, could not get to it. Joint host Elias Torribo as she hosts this fast-paced show. It is the biggest Latin-born players' chance to show you what the major leagues is about. Sabota Baseball. It's MLB highlights as well as player lifestyles, popular music from Sony recording artists, candid interviews with the Latin players, and inside info. Jose Mota Jr. Sabota Baseball is caliente. Check your local listings for the times in your country.
I like that.
It's my favorite read.
Like
caliente.
that. I could tell. There's a lot more passion to that one than some of the others.
2-2 delivery is taken up high, and the count goes to 3-2.
When you get to that commissioner's disseminated,
yes.
You don't have near the energy in your voice.
No, it's a copyright thing just doesn't make it like caliente, you know. Zambrano, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Ortiz on at first base. We're in the 4th inning. Runner going, foul back.
Now
Keep in mind, the American League has won 6 out of the last 7 games, Rick, and the only one they didn't win was a couple of years ago, and it ended up with a tie, running out of pitchers. So they're trying to keep a run going here.
Well, that's all about Joe Torre. This is his 6th All-Star game, all in the last 8 years. That's the 4th most ever by a manager in the Midsummer Classic. Well on his way to winning this one.
3-2 with the runner going again. Breaking ball hit in the air to right center field. Got a lot of that. Berkman back. Not going to get it all the way to the wall. Ortiz coming to score. Ball rolls away. Berkman will pick it up. Going to third. Rodriguez. Here's the relay throw. Not in time. An RBI triple with 2 down. And a 7-1 lead for the American League. That's about as far as you can get a ball to roll unless you hit it up the hill in dead center field.
You know, too, in all fairness to Carlos Zambrano here, when you get to an All-Star game, you get some people out of position. And Berkman normally would be a first baseman, but they got a guy here named Jeff Bagwell. We look at the replay, breaking ball up and out over the plate. Look at the strength in the arms of Alex Rodriguez. Those hips had already gone. That was all arm strength that put that ball out there in center field.
Here is Carl Crawford, was a pinch hitter for Giambi. Giambi reached on an error and singled.
So you see the jump right there, or should I say lack of jump by Berkman. If that was Ichiro in center field, he would have already had 2 steps and had that probably caught in his back pocket.
Chance for Crawford now with 2 down, runner on at first base. Credit A-Rod with the RBI. That is the 2nd triple the American League has in the game, and they've both been by the Rodriguez duo. Punch Rodriguez in the 1st inning, A-Rod here in the 4th inning. And Crawford will foul that one off at the plate. Zambrano trying to work his way out of the inning here. Crawford, first time to the All-Star game. He's one of the youngsters, only 22 years old. Batting .304, 34 RBIs so far. Tampa Bay team that has put on a pretty good run, a surprise run in the American League. 1 ball, 2 strike count. A-Rod off third base, and he fouls that one back. Crawford can fly 38 stolen bases. He is one of the fastest base runners that we have in the game today, and Tampa Bay's used that. He leads the American League in stolen bases. 1-2 delivery to Crawford, tried to slash it and missed. Zambrano gets the strikeout, but another RBI added here in the 4th inning of Carlos Zambrano.